Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video we're going to talk about Concrete5, a free open source content management system that is in, well, I don't know if you could call it competition, but is in the same sort of vein as Drupal and WordPress, but it's just a different alternative. Now, I'm doing this series because of three things really. Number one, because you guys said you wanted more tech videos, so this is going to be a couple of videos, at least three I've got planned in a series on Concrete5 and how to use it. The second reason is sort of a bit interesting in that I'm currently on summer holiday, which means I've got 6 weeks away from school, so I'm really trying to do something productive this time. Hence all the psychology videos. And I thought what greater time to acquire a new skill and do some videos on it at the same time. So I'm learning Concrete5 as at the same pace as you will be really. I'll be a couple of videos ahead of you on any particular video. So as I'm shooting this video, I plan to do two more videos on this, but I don't know after that. So we're just gonna see where this series takes us. So it's just gonna be kind of fun. So in this video we're gonna be downloading, installing, and doing the basic setup of Concrete5. So what are you gonna need for this? Well, you're going to need a web server, and I'm going to be running mine locally. I'm running MAMP, which is Mac, Apache, MySQL, PHP, but for like any content management system, you're going to need a web server, which, unless you're running it locally like I am, it's going to be supported by a hosting company. And like Drupal and WordPress, yeah, for this content management system, for Concrete5 to run, you're going to need MySQL and PHP, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, let's install Concrete5 and kick off this baptism of fire. I've got the website open here. Very nice website actually. Very user friendly. I don't think Concrete5's got quite the versatility of Drupal, but if I know one thing, the website's very user friendly, and there isn't that many screencasts on it here. I know you can see that video there, and it just gives a little introduction to Concrete5, but beyond that there isn't that much information about it in terms of video form, so that's another reason why I'm doing it. Anyway, let's download Concrete5 and get started like I said. So we're just gonna go over it and hit the download Concrete5 button under the developers submenu. And we're gonna download this latest stable release. Something interesting and something that attracted me to Concrete5 was that they allow you to fork it on GitHub. So they're obviously trying to encourage more of a developer community around it. But anyway, we're just gonna hit this download button, and it's got zip file. So I'm just gonna hit right click and save link as, and save it in my web server area. Obviously, as you saw, and as it is common, this is gonna give us a zip file, but then we're gonna extract it and deal with what it gives us. So we're just gonna hit save on that. wait for it to download there. I'm quite excited for this series. To be honest, I've been into Dreamweaver a bit before, and if the Concrete5 series doesn't work out, we might dig into Dreamweaver. But I've never even really looked at Concrete5 before yesterday. So, and I'm looking at remodeling some parts of my website. So, I'm quite looking forward to doing this series, and it might be quite interesting. Hope you guys are too. So we're just gonna wait for this to download, and I'll be back when it's done. This is quite a big package. You can see it's 13 megabytes. I think Drupal's a few meg, but Concrete5 is has some more kind of aesthetically pleasing things. It's a lot more graphics, so that might account for the higher file size. Okay, so you can see we're done now. We've got the zip file. So if we head over to the folder we extracted it into, this is where I keep all my web projects. Just gonna give us the zip file. It's in version 5, so we're just gonna go ahead and extract that, and it's gonna give us this. I'm just gonna rename it to Concrete5 for easy reference. We'll look at this folder structure later, but that's essentially what it gives you. And again, like I said, we'll look at that in a later video, because there's some interesting ethos with the folder structure that I think's worth mentioning. I said earlier this needs a MySQL database to run, so I've just set up a database called C5 on my local server. It's got no tables in it yet, but the installer is going to put those in for us. So what we're going to do is just refresh this page, and then we should see another directory called Concrete5 that just extracted those files, and indeed there is one, so we're just going to hit it. What I said about Concrete5 being very aesthetically pleasing, I think this installer is even nicer than WordPress, but we're just going to step through it and you can see what you think. So you can see that those are all the things you need to run. So it's passed all the tests, so we just hit continue to installer. This is where you're gonna get the opportunity to put all the details in you need. It doesn't actually need that many details to run. So I'm just gonna follow.
It's 17:30.
Okay, so we've got all our basic details in there. Now, you can see I've scrolled down to this point because we've got two options of what site configuration to install. I would recommend when you're just starting out to choose an empty site, because this sample content can get anywhere. It's like the if you watch my Drupal videos, the minimalist and standard installation profiles that are included with Drupal 7 and presumably be included with Drupal 8. That's kind of the same comparison here. So we're going to choose empty site. Here you have your database thing, and here you're just going to put the details you've got from your web host. Now, the one interesting thing I wanted to put is if you're most of the time your database server should be a local host, because your MySQL server should be on the same server as your website files, but sometimes it's not. So here is where you would either put in localhost or whatever your company gives you. Now, similarly, if your database server is on a custom port, some other systems have a option to a separate thing to put where that port is, but if you do use a custom port, and you can see there's not an option to put a port number in here, so you just follow the standard structure. Mine is on a custom port. It's on, so you just do colon and then the port number. So mine's 889. That's the standard way you'd put in a port number. You can see it up here. My web server on a custom port number, but that is also specific to Concrete5, so that might be a stumbling block for new users if your web host happens to use a custom port number. Then you just put in your MySQL details, and as we saw before, the database name that I created was C5. So with all that information populated, we're just gonna hit install Concrete5, and you notice another thing I was saying about being a nice user interface. You get this kind of gradient type animated scroll bar as it goes to the different stuff. In terms of installation user interface, I feel like Drupal has a lot to learn from Concrete5 and indeed WordPress. So here you get an idea of some of the terminology that goes into this, but we'll talk about that in the future as I learn more about it. And here we go. So we've installed Concrete5 on this server, and there's just one element of basic site setup I'll recommend you do before you do anything else, and that's why I'm included in this video. Just go over to your dashboard, and this is where it gives you all the information you need to be able to tweak anything you want, and go to system and settings, the link at the bottom here. And you see how we've got index.php for all the URLs. That's not great for search engines, so we want to get rid of that, and the way we do that is by going to this system and settings page, and we want to enable this pretty URLs feature that's similar to Drupal's clean URLs. And it said we were able to update the htaccess file automatically, so there's no need to go through. But now if we go back to the website, and we write a piece of content, well, there's a my preparation, but trust me, enabling those clean URLs is a good idea, and we'll talk about why in later videos. But anyway, guys, that was the exceedingly long introduction to Concrete5, and also showed you how to install it on a server. In later videos, we're gonna talk about page types. Let's just see here. We're gonna write a theme for Concrete5 and just do cool stuff like that. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've liked it, please subscribe, and there'll be more Concrete5 videos to come. I'm not sure how many more, but I'm sure there'll be at least 2 more. So stay tuned for those. And if you like this video, also go ahead and check out my website, tom-rogers.com. There's a whole bunch of content over there. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.